team?
Mike. How old were you?
Around 20, maybe 19.
OK. And where were you?
Where was I? I suppose...
Well, don't suppose. Tell me where you were.
I was in quite an experimental phase of my dance journey, is where I was.
I meant geographically, but fine. Tell us more about the dance journey.
I was kind of... I've got, well, no formal training in dance, but at that time, it was quite muscular, vigorous, but it's sort of heavy storytelling element to it as well. Amanda was a friend, well, and is to this day, but she was one of the few people who would be, you know, was happy to take me on, who would...
Take you on?
Take me on dance-wise, take me on at the discotheque. And,
so basically, was it in a disco?
It was a normal, everyday discotheque.
Right. And you were in there...
Yeah.
With your friend?
With a bunch of friends.
And how did you know Amanda?
How did I know Amanda?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Students.
OK. And you said you told a story in your dance?
Telling a story, yeah.
What was the story this particular night?
Ragnarok. I was trying to retell the sort of the Nordic apocalypse. And the finishing move was... the problem lay with it. I was trying out a sort of power pirouette.
Can you show us the power pirouette?
Well, it's been 20 years. I could try.
OK.
But it's like... the point of the power pirouette is very much the fulcrum is the heel rather than the toe.
Yeah.
So you're trying to do the full 360 with a sort of kind of cowboy swish at the end.
Yeah.
At which point they're reeling and you sort of saunter away.
Yeah.
And I then did a sort of tight funk twist, expecting to see Amanda, but Amanda was gone, and I just assumed she was tired, she was exhausted, but it turned out that the fulcrum, my heel, I'd done it on her right big toe.
Long Pete.
I don't know what she called her toes, but the torque was such that it ripped her toenail clean out.
Wow. And that's just from you talking?
That was...
But you didn't feel that with the... Usually when you stand on something, you know you've stood on something.
I didn't know, of course. I mean, if I'd known, I'd have... I'm not a monster.
I have to say, that's some of the finest dancing we've ever seen on this
Thank you.
It's been a while. That's very good. That's right up there with some of my stuff.